How are women portrayed in Indian soap operas? Have you ever wondered how women are depicted in Indian soap operas? These shows, known as Hindi serials, have a long history and a unique place in global television culture. They often reflected societal norms and expectations, especially regarding women's roles. In many Indian soap operas, women are portrayed through traditional stereotypes. They are often seen as submissive and self-sacrificing, with their primary focus on family and household duties. This portrayal reinforces long-standing societal expectations rather than showcasing the diverse realities of women's lives. At the heart of these narratives is the ideal Bahu, or daughter-in-law. This character is typically family-oriented, emotionally resilient, and dutiful. You will often see her dressed in traditional attire like saris, with the pallu draped over her head, symbolizing modesty and conformity. These characters face criticism and hardships but respond with patience and care, embodying virtues like tolerance and sacrifice. While some serials start with strong female leads who aspire to careers, the storylines often shift. For instance, in Diya or Body Hum, the female protagonist begins her journey aiming to become an Indian police service officer. However, much of her screen time is spent conforming to household expectations before she achieves her professional goals. Even then, her role in managing home and family is emphasized alongside her career, rather than showcasing her as fully independent. Women in these shows are frequently depicted performing all domestic chores, regardless of whether they have jobs. This reinforces the stereotype that household responsibilities are inherently women's work. The recurring theme of women as homemakers and caregivers is prevalent across many popular serials. Villainous female characters, often referred to as vamps, serve as foils to the ideal woman. These antagonists are portrayed as manipulative and ambitious, disrupting family harmony. This creates a binary where women are either virtuous and self-sacrificing or selfish and destructive. Despite some attempts to center stories around women, like in the serial Chandrakanta, the overall narrative framework tends to uphold traditional gender roles. Women's identities in these shows are closely tied to their relationships with family members, such as mothers, daughters-in-law, and wives, rather than as independent individuals. This portrayal reflects cultural biases prevalent in Indian society, where women are often seen as dependent and expected to prioritize family over personal ambition. The media, including soap operas, mirrors these attitudes, limiting the representation of women to narrow, stereotypical roles that do not encompass the full spectrum of their experiences. These portrayals influence public perceptions and social norms, shaping expectations about women's behavior and roles within Indian families and communities. While soap operas have the potential to challenge stereotypes and present more diverse female characters, many continue to reinforce traditional ideals. Overall, Indian soap operas primarily portray women as caretakers and family anchors, emphasizing traditional values of submission, sacrifice, and domesticity. This limited representation makes it challenging for viewers to see alternative models of womanhood.